Hey, as I promised, here's a brief tour of library resources. The University of Utah has several libraries, and a lot of them are kind of like conglomerated into the Marriott Library, but we have a health sciences library, a music library, and things like that. So there's a lot of overlap between what we do, but some of the main things are you can go to research guides right here, and you can find out all these different disciplinary specialists. So if you're working with like public policy or government documents or refugee populations in the health sciences, there are people that you can talk to. You can also find my guide at communication, and here's my contact info, and you can see that it's dale.larson@utah.edu, and I have like kind of a bloggy sort of an entry point. But I've got a PhD and master's guide where I have my favorite resources. This is for the Asia campus. But there are updates to this all the time, and I'll send messages to grad students and faculty all the time. So I think I just sent out some on some like AI related databases. So I won't bother you with a lot of that stuff. Let me show you the basics, but reach out to me if you ever have any questions, because we've got like so much stuff. The main search is just kind of like a swag marketing rhetoric. You can throw in anything in any format. And it's not an AI search. It's kind of a natural language just before AI search that you can break out. I got nothing. So it did not like swag. But if you're used to the keyword searching, the advanced catalog search is a lot more accurate. Why did I not find anything on swag? I have a bunch of graduate swag that I've got, like bags and things like that. So we have a tabling event coming up. Oh, look at that. So maybe swag isn't the way to go. But this is more formal. The advanced catalog search. I would say if you're interested in cruising around to see what multidisciplinary articles are in your topic, you can go to an AI and say, hey, what's communication, marketing, and rhetoric in advertising to Gen Z? What are keywords for that? And you might get Gen Z, marketing or advertising. And then you can say, I only want articles, and I only want stuff from 2022 onward. And you can say I only want it in the title, and you could do your formalized search like that. If you're interested in getting help with stuff like that, this is what I do. I love helping people trigger the good searches that are going to get you what you need. And sometimes it's a subtle keyword change, sometimes it's something else. But most of the stuff that we've got, like 75%, you can find in this catalog. Then there's databases that we subscribe to that get the rest of it, or you could go into disciplinary silos. So for example, if you go into communication, you can see things, there's be like newspapers, public policy, there's some rhetoric and different things like that. The main database is right here. You can go by type. If you're producing a dissertation, you can see theses and dissertations. And you can see what other people have written on a particular topic and see how they constructed it. Or if you know the name of a database, one that I really like recently is JSTOR Images. So with all the AI stuff out there, if you're looking for Edvard Munch's The Scream, you can find like a properly attributed one here. But there's like a whole mess of stuff that I encourage you to look through. If you're teaching a class, there's things like videos, there's things like images, and I can also help you track those things down. There's also specialty databases for, there's like AI searching, there's one called Cite, there's another one called, what is it, PDM. This is something that I sent in videos as we go. Is it PDM? Oh, I forget. But there's data databases, there's AI databases, there's article databases, there's newspaper databases, and you can track a lot of those down. Sometimes if you go out to AI and say, hey, what's the newspapers database where I can look up the Atlantic and the Salt Lake Tribune at the same time if you wanted to do some rhetorical searching and things like that. There's also some cool services that you should be aware of. We have a whole bunch of computer stuff that you can check out, or you can do poster printing. If you're teaching a class, you can do classroom requests. You can do visit the Writing Center, which is a key partner for graduate students. So we do have graduate student writing services where they can help you with project planning, writing consultations, etc., etc., etc. If you come to the writing camp that happens every fall break and every spring break, thesis and dissertation writing camp, you can come and work with that. There's stuff you can borrow, all sorts of printing that's been subsidized. There are digital humanities, 3D printing, all these things that I've covered on the library tour of the physical space exist here as well. And also, if you go out to Google Scholar or Amazon or something like that, and you find something and you can't track it down, you can always go to this little cute Ask Us tab and do a live chat and say, hey, how do I get that textbook on public speaking or something like that? And they'll be able to help you track that down. Or they'll be able to say, hey, maybe we can buy this for you, and they'll just purchase it, or they might forward to me. This has been Dale and your tour of the online library. Dig around and see what trouble you can get into.